Hello, this is Shishi coming to you today with a tutorial on how to make this cute little gingerbread man. He looks like this and he does not require a die. I'm going to give you some tips on how to recreate him. I was on Pinterest the other day, actually the other week, and I saw this cute little gingerbread man on a gift box and I wanted to recreate him, and I don't have a die, and I was looking for a die to purchase and I just couldn't find one. So I came up with the idea to Google some coloring book pages that were free. So I found this cute little gingerbread man, and I'll include a link to him in the description so that you can recreate him as well. So I printed him off and I cut him out and I glued him onto a cereal box. See? And I traced him out on some cardstock, and I cut him out on some cardstock, and I created little Freddy here. That's what I named him. So when I cut him out, this is what I came up with. This shape. So I didn't like this shape just plain like that, so what I did was I got out my paper crimper and I ran it through the paper crimper, and that's how I got this design on little Freddy here. And Freddy was just a little bit darker than I liked, so I got out some pigment ink like this, and I just kind of, put some pigment ink all over him just to give it like a frosted look. So what you'll need for the project is some cardstock, of course. You'll need this little template that I'll include in the description, a cereal box to trace out the gingerbread man design, and you'll also need some pigment ink. That's optional if you want to give Freddy the frosted look. If you want to give Freddy the little candy cane, you'll need some chenille stems or pipe cleaners, whatever you want to call them. You'll need some ribbon or paper bow. That's what I made. And I do have a tutorial on how to make the paper bows. Some buttons, it's optional. How I got this little zigzag look right here, I used some decorative scissors. They look like this. Or if you have a paper punch, you can use that. I used either or. So I'll show you how to use it with the scissors. You can also draw out your zigzags. So don't feel like you need to go out and buy some scissors. You can also draw this and cut this out, because on the template there is little squiggly marks that you can also cut out and draw. So everything you can all do by hand. You don't need to buy a die. You don't have to go out and buy all these things. You can recreate this at home with tools that you have at home. So please feel, that you don't have to go out and buy these things. You can do this all at home. Substitute anything you see that I'm showing today. You can recreate Freddy however you like. You can even use cardboard if you want, corrugated paper. I showed this on Facebook, a group I'm a part of. It's called Create More and Spend Less, and somebody asked if they could use corrugated paper, and I said sure. Use what you have. Don't feel the need to go out and purchase everything that I use. Use what you have on hand. If you have cereal boxes, use that. I mean, use what you have. I have some cardboard. If you want to use that, that would look great. I mean, just trace it on the back. So I'm sure it would look fine if that's all you have. This is a free, I'm not telling you to go out and buy stuff, but this is one of those crafts that you can use what you have at home. Don't feel the need to go out and buy all this stuff, because you don't have to. You can make him just as cute with stuff that you have around the house. So some things that I had around the house, I had some fabric paint. It's 3D, and that's how I got his little face. I used some old buttons that I had, and I also had some little die cuts some old die cuts that I have. I have this little present that I might put on some future gingerbread man. I also had some little suckers, and you can recreate a sucker. You don't need a die for that. And I made some paper rosettes, and there's tutorials on YouTube on how to make a little rosette like this. And then you can put some bling in the middle. You don't have to do a snowflake. You can use just regular bling. But you can use a button or whatever you have on hand. It's just ideas that I'm throwing out there. So once you trace out Freddy, if you don't have a paper crimper to give this type of look, you could score Freddy on a scoring board. You could use an embossing folder and give him a different textured look. Or you could just leave him plain, like this. It's up to you. You do what you wish. This is the type of tutorial where it's no holds bar. You do what you want to do. Do this craft with your kids. It's a cute idea. Freddy could be a tag that you put on a gift. Freddy could be an ornament. Freddy could be something you put on your scrapbook page, or he could be an embellishment on a card. Freddy is just one of those things that I wanted to make a gingerbread man. I didn't have a die, and I went to Google for some free coloring book pages, and I printed out the page and made a template. So this is just an idea for you, and I thought I would make this video to give you some ideas on how to make this cute little gingerbread man. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I just thought I would give you some tips on how to recreate this cute little gingerbread man. Here's also Freddy without the extra embellishments. It's just plain with the candy cane, and then I just put some white cardstock on the back, and then I could do to and from to make him into a little tag to apply to a gift. So those are just some ideas on how to recreate Freddy. So now I'll demonstrate how to make the little zigzag lines with some scissors. So I just cut with the scissors, you know. It's really easy, like that. It makes that line. And then after you get that, you can just go and cut again, and then you get that look. Or you could turn it around and I'll flip this around, and you can turn it around after you've cut it, like maybe do a deco edge, and I can make a smaller border like this and cut it this way, and it gives you this look, like so. So you can do this with the Rick Rack scissors. I call them Rick Rack or pinking shears, and you get that look. This depends on what you're going for. You can go for a look like this, or you can go for one like this. Just depends on what you're going for. So either or, you can use these scissors, or you can use a punch, or you can draw your zigzag lines, but it can be done. You just do it on all 5 sides of your gingerbread man. And then you just do this little face, glue on the little buttons and the bow, and add the candy cane with the, I twisted, you know, the red and the white to get that. But anyway, it's a simple project to do with your kids. Just thought I would make this short video on how I recreated Freddy. And here's the little template that I use, and you can make as many gingerbread as you want, and you don't need a die. All you need is some scissors to cut them out after you trace them on some cardstock. So I hope this was helpful, and thank you for joining me today. Like, subscribe, and have a great day. Take care.